A Destiny of Memories. Chapter 1. Everybody walks in the twilight of sanity at some time in their life, when forces beyond their control shape and mold the fabric of reality, bending the wills of small and unimportant people into accepting the abstract political goals and desires of the ruling few. There have always been men caught up in this dehumanizing process, trapped somewhere between opposing realities of life and death, truth and lies, light and dark. In Vietnam, his nom de guerre soon became Brad. Being circumcised was very unusual for a Gentile born in the 40s, but it would have an impact on his future life, specifically when he went into the Marines, where he was asked about his religion in the receiving barracks at Marine Corps boot camp. He thought for a minute and then answered, "Agnostic?" The clerk looked at him, frowned and then asked, "Are you circumcised?" He said he was, and the clerk seemed visibly happy at not having to write down a word he probably couldn't spell, and so wrote Jewish in the service record book, then punched Jewish on his aluminum dog tags, aluminum rectangles that he would carry with him for years. The year 1947 was also the same year that Al Capone died, and the year that Jackie Robinson made history. Jackie Robinson changed everything for black Chicagoans and set the stage for the struggle that lay ahead for his people. This was a year before the military integrated, 7 years before Brown v. Board of Education, and 8 years before Rosa Parks refused to step to the rear of a Montgomery bus. Jackie Robinson wasn't just nudging people out of their comfort zones, he was shoving them with both hands. Over 46,000 people came to Wrigley Field that warm May day in 1947 to see the Dodgers vs. Cubs game. Never had a black man stepped onto a Chicago field to play big league ball. Some of his Dodger teammates initially refused to take the field with him, and among the Cubs as well, there was some talk of a boycott. But when he took the field for his debut game in the major leagues, the people clapped and cheered. The Dodgers won, 4-2. When the game ended, black Chicago fans climbed on the roof of the Dodgers team bus and leaned into its windows, trying to steal one more look at Robinson, the man who crossed the line. He had served with blacks in Vietnam. Some were heroes, others were not, but all lived or died as United States Marines, and they were forever his brothers. The Marines only recognized one color, Marine Corps green. Now, 20 years after Robinson broke the mold, he sat in a window seat, still smelling of Vietnam. No amount of washing would ever get rid of the faint smell of death, gunpowder, and napalm, which was both a physical and spiritual stench. It was unusual for a Marine to be going home in ill-fitting civilian dress, and under normal circumstances, he would have been in a freshly pressed uniform. The emergency orders that had pulled him out of the NOM, however, left no time for spit and polish. He had a short layover in Seattle during which a Good Samaritan gave him some extra clothing, which allowed him to change from his jungle utilities to ill-fitting jeans and a short-sleeved shirt too large for his shrunken frame. Those battered jungle utilities had been more a part of him than the city below him now, with its sleeping hundreds of thousands, a city both unaware and uncaring that yet another Marine was coming back from hell. The lucky ones would return, but unfortunately, the memories of Vietnam would stay with them forever.